Dialing it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or he keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
He's had a very nice day throwing the football, and I think on this play, he's just trying to buy some time so he can make another big throw downfield. Unfortunately, couldn't connect on that one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing is Jackson. Forced out to his left. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And how nice is it for him to know that when he gets outside the pocket, he's got a reliable tight end he can go to. So he's able to look his way, find his big target, and set up 1st and goal.
He'll buy some time right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Dobbins trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has the better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick here is good. And the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
69 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. First down, here's the run with Cook. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Allen now looks to throw. He's going to find Edwards open downfield. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 34-yard line. They got 29 yards that time.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 12-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. Here's Cook again, and he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Bills are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Bass. Up and good. And that cuts the lead to 24-10. To the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they got a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Going deep for Diggs. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen, throw left side, complete. That's Edwards.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. From the gun, it's Allen. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Kyle Hamilton picks it. And, Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jackson now.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted.
Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true to you, because there's times when you see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
Back to the air, Jackson following the pick six.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now. Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
A gain of 3, second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Play action. Now it's Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown, Bills. Tommy Sweeney, 34 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
It used to be that if you were a big wide receiver and the coaches wanted to make you a tight end, you resisted the move. Now it's almost a glamour position because they have the mismatch advantage. Are you going to cover them with a linebacker? They're probably faster. A defensive back? They're going to be bigger. Tight end is the new big-time position.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand-new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And, Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat. On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end, and he'll be out of bounds but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 30-yard line. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Again, Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. looking to throw.
Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want a carbon copy of what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
On play action, Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
After the interception, here's Jackson.
Open man downfield is Duvernay.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 28 yards.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. On the crossing route, he finds Kohler.
And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Charlie Kohler.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Ravens take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Allen now on 1st down. That'll be complete to Cook.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Allen now on the sneak. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the 1st down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. Now this time, Allen will throw, sliding out of the pocket. He's got a man, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
91 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. A nice run right there. And we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of. And here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year. And look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal. One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. Cook. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. James Cook punching it in from a yard away.
And the Bills are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is as we're all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's all on the left in this wild card matchup. Maybe their most important drive of the season coming up right now here, 1st and 10.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Jackson.
That is caught. Rashad Bateman.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw is on target to Likely. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Charles, when you talk about free safeties, I think one word comes to mind, range. And we saw an example of a rangy free safety right there. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, it's hard to get them started again occasionally.
He's got Smith here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That catch moves him over 100 yards now for this wild card game. And a first down as well.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Now Jackson on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. And this one complete to Smith.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Slot man moves right. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. To throw is Jackson.
And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown.
A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Ravens answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
They trail by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Their season, to be frank, it's on the line right now in this wild card matchup. And obviously points are a must here as they begin 1st and 10.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game is for you because this one's been much more like a tennis match than a football game. Back and forth, and there's another example right there of another big play in the passing game.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. An explosive 38-yard pickup. Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stump that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. Here's Allen to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Gabriel Davis from 3 yards out. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And this